Hello everyone, it's Sophie from SaveDecks here to bring another game review. This time we are looking at Luna's Fishing Garden for the Nintendo Switch. Before we get started, please make sure you are subscribed if we've tickled your fancy and you wish to see more from us in the future. Whilst I was partaking in a visit to the eShop, I happened to notice this game that was coming soon. It looked like it was right up my alley. Just the words fishing and garden alone sold it to me. It's a Sophie game if I ever saw one. We reached out to the developers and they very kindly gave us a review code, so thank you very much to Cobalt Games. So, what is Luna's Fishing Garden? This is absolutely a cosy game, where you take the role of a girl called Cassie who, after fishing in her boat and caught in a storm, wakes up on an island in a mysterious land. You then meet Luna, the titular fox spirit, who sends you on your first task. Luna asks you to clean up the archipelago, grow plants and fruit trees, introduce birds to the islands, and of course, fishing. You also meet other spirits on the neighbouring islands and complete tasks through collecting fish, wood, plant and fruit tree produce, and just living your best life in all honesty. You can sell anything you collect to Luna, and this gives you magic leaves, which are the currency towards buying plants, fruit trees and birds, helping some of the other animal spirits upgrades different things such as your boat and backpack. Without giving too much away, this all helps towards the main goal and the story of the game. Luna's Fishing Garden has a 2D side-scrolling perspective where you will need to travel between the different islands using your trusty boat. Only a limited area is revealed to you initially, however by paying the lighthouse magic leaves allows the world to be expanded by lifting the fog. The controls of Luna's Fishing Garden is left stick to move Cassie or the boat in which you sail in, A is to interact, X is to bring up the catalog to purchase things, and Y is to look into your backpack. Minus is to bring up the task list, and using L and R is to scroll through the different tasks in the list. The controls are very basic with nothing too taxing, but that's the type of game it is, a relaxing, cosy experience. When playing in handheld, you can also use the touchscreen, which works okay. The spirits will set you tasks that can be displayed on the top right, and by completing these tasks, you will be rewarded with either magic leaves or upgrades. Luna typically tells you to clean up the islands and talk to other spirits. I won't mention them all, but here are some of the key ones. We have Nigel the Bird. He's an academic and wants you to collect different kinds of flora and fauna. Doing so will allow you to upgrade your backpack to hold more items. Sam the fish wants to collect different fruits as he is a vegetarian, and we also have Jellybean. Jellybean the seal, who is the best thing ever, and I want to make a plushie of him. He is a giant seal in a little yellow raincoat and he loves a fish or two. Speaking of which, let's talk about the fishing now. I'm a big fan of fishing mechanics in games, and I typically rank how well the fishing works in games that I play. The fishing mechanic in Stardew Valley is my favourite so far. Speaking of which though, this has a very similar mechanic. There are two types of fishing you can do, relaxing or challenging, and you can change which one you do at any time in the options menu. With relaxing, you have to press and hold A when the fish hits your hook. Once the fish wriggles, release A quickly so the strength gauge doesn't deplete, and you keep doing this until it reaches the top. The challenging mode requires you to keep the green bar over the fish until the meter rises on the right. The fish will keep moving, so you need to hold A to make your green bar rise and let go of A to make it fall, and try and keep the green bar over the fish at all times. Each fish type has a unique way of moving, so although you don't know what fish you're going to get when you cast your rod, eventually you'll be able to identify it through its movements. Both fishing mechanics work really well, and I really enjoyed the challenging mode, but the option for a simpler way has helped me 100% the game. Growing the gardens is a big part of this game too. You spend your magic leaves to plant the fruit trees and other plant life, and you get to choose where they go, allowing for the islands to become your own. And you can also collect fruit and seeds from the plants to sell to Luna. At the start, the game can feel a bit repetitive and grindy, but when you have saved up to buy certain things such as the capybara house, the produce gets auto-collected and auto-sold, which speeds up the process and allows you more time for that all-important fishing. This, combined with upgrading your boat speed, backpack storage and balloons to jump between islands with, the gameplay becomes more streamlined the longer you play, giving you that all-rewarding feeling. Luna's Fishing Garden has a beautiful 2D pixel art style with wonderful water effects, likeable characters and stunning backgrounds which have a watercolour look to it. The animations are delightful, such as when Cassie catches a fish, she does a happy little head bob. And also check out those capybaras in the gondola. The music is so chill, and honestly I was so absorbed in this world. Luna's Fishing Garden was a real treat, and for £7.19 I feel this was a great experience. It took me over 4 hours to 100% the game, and I loved it from beginning to end. I know this sort of game is not for everyone, but if you're a fan of cozy games, then this is a good one to check out. It has 2 types of fishing mechanics that both work well, there's plenty of plants to grow, interesting characters to meet, and lots of tasks to perform, all with a beautiful look and feel to it. It is honestly one of my favourite games of this year so far. Thank you so much to Cold Wild Games for providing this game to us, and thank you all for watching this review. Let me know in the comments down below if you like the look of this. Remember to give us a like and subscribe to keep up with us in the future. Thank you again for watching, see you in the next one.